The anticipated sequel to the 2013 film Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters has been a topic of speculation and development for several years. While the original film received a mixed reception, it ultimately found success at the box office, grossing over $226 million worldwide against a production budget of $50 million. This financial success has kept the idea of a sequel alive, despite numerous delays and changes in direction. Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters, directed by Tommy Wirkola, reimagined the classic fairy tale into a dark, action-packed narrative. The film starred Jeremy Renner as Hansel and Gemma Arterton as Gretel, portraying them as skilled witch hunters dealing with personal demons from their childhood. Despite its negative critical reviews, which highlighted issues like a weak script and excessive violence, the film garnered a dedicated fan base and became a cult favorite among horror comedy enthusiasts. Following the film's release, discussions about a sequel began almost immediately. However, progress was slow. In 2015, Paramount Pictures announced that they would pivot from a sequel to exploring a television series based on the Hansel and Gretel universe. This idea never materialized, leading to further uncertainty about the future of the franchise. As of late 2024, there are reports suggesting that Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters 2 is back, in development with French director Bruno Avallone potentially taking over from Wirkola. The storyline is expected to delve deeper into supernatural themes, possibly involving voodoo elements, an intriguing twist that could expand the narrative beyond traditional witchcraft. Despite these developments, there remains skepticism about whether this sequel will actually come to fruition. Paramount has also been rumored to consider producing a TV series instead, which could serve as an alternative to the long-awaited film. A television series might allow for more expansive storytelling and character development over multiple episodes, potentially exploring side characters or subplots that were not fully developed in the original film. While specific plot details remain scarce, the sequel is expected to pick up after the events of the first film. Hansel and Gretel believe they have vanquished their primary adversary only to discover that another dark force looms on the horizon. This continuation hints at further exploration of their characters' complexities and perhaps introduces new antagonists tied to their past. It is anticipated that Renner and Arterton will reprise their roles as Hansel and Gretel. Their dynamic, marked by contrasting personalities, was one of the highlights of the original film. Renner's portrayal of Hansel as a cheeky action hero complemented Arterton's more introspective and strategic take on Gretel. Given that both actors have continued to rise in prominence since 2013, Renner through his work in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and Arterton through various acclaimed roles, their involvement would likely generate significant interest in the sequel. There are possibilities for new characters that could enrich the story. For instance, introducing allies or mentors who have experience with voodoo magic could provide Hansel and Gretel with new skills or insights into their battles against witches. Conversely, new villains with complex motivations could elevate the stakes and challenge our protagonists in unexpected ways. The journey towards Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters 2 has not been without its challenges. The original film's mixed reviews pose a significant hurdle. While it found commercial success, critical feedback highlighted fundamental flaws that need addressing in any follow-up project. Moreover, with changing trends in horror and fantasy films, especially with streaming platforms gaining prominence, Paramount must carefully consider how to position this sequel within a competitive landscape. Paramount must ensure that this sequel not only appeals to fans of the original, but also attracts new viewers who may be unfamiliar with the franchise without derailing from the source material. As fans await further announcements regarding Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters 2, it remains clear that there is both potential and risk involved in reviving this franchise. With fresh creative leadership and an evolving storyline that could incorporate new themes like voodoo magic, there is hope for an engaging sequel that honors its roots while appealing to contemporary audiences. Whether it takes the form of a theatrical release or a television series remains uncertain. As anticipation builds for this project, fans are left wondering if this beloved fairy tale will continue its transformation into an epic saga filled with adventure, magic, and moral complexity.